Today, I want to talk about health, but I don't want to talk about it like it's some large industry. Instead, let's take the time to talk about your health, the health of your friends, and the health of your family. And I'm very excited you chose to watch us today because it shows that you're actively trying to better yourself by becoming healthier. And I am here to tell you that chiropractic is the most important key that you potentially hold to unlocking a healthier, happier, more successful future for you and all of your loved ones. Take a moment now and think what you could do with a healthier future. Do you see yourself spending more time in the front yard playing with your children or your grandchildren? Could you see yourself spending more time on the weekends playing basketball and golf with your buddies? Or do you see yourself finally getting that big promotion at work? Regardless of what it is you want to accomplish in life, you're going to experience a higher level of enjoyment and success with it, provided that you're healthy. So first, we need to talk about what your health is. Your health is not merely the absence of a symptom or a disease. Your health is much larger than this. Your health is your body's ability to function at 100%, regardless of the stressors in your external environment. And so when you sit there and you ask yourself, well, what is it I need to do to be healthier? Well, you need to exercise regularly, you need to eat properly, and you need to keep your stress levels low. But most importantly, you should be concentrating on and caring for whatever it is inside of you that keeps your body functioning at 100%, and that is your nervous system. Now, most of you today, in today's world, use email to communicate with friends or coworkers. Now, let's say you and your friend are sending email messages back and forth. As long as you're both sending and receiving 100% of each other's messages, you're going to understand one another. You're going to have a great conversation. But as many of you may have experienced, there can be problems with email. There can be firewall, spam, inboxes too full. And if these bugs remain in the system without being corrected, over time you're going to get less and less and less than 100% of your friends' email messages until finally the system breaks down and you're unable to understand one another. Did you know a similar process can go on inside your body? This is your spinal column or your backbones. These are the bones you're sitting on right now. This is your head or your skull. Inside the skull is housed the brain. Now the brain is the boss of your body. It contains every instruction that every single cell making up your body needs to function at 100%. The brain is continued down the spinal column as the spinal cord. And the spinal cord is housed and protected by these 24 movable bones called vertebrae. You may notice that at the sides of these vertebrae there are small holes which extend out extensions of the spinal cord called nerve roots. These nerve roots continue to branch throughout every part of your body and are in control of a particular set of tissue cells. Liver cells, lung cells, heart cells, stomach cells, eye cells, ear cells, muscle cells, foot cells. Whatever cells they are, as long as they're getting 100% of the messages from the brain, down the spinal column, and out through the nerves, the cells will function at 100% and you will be healthy. You will be able to better adapt to the stresses in both your external and your internal environment. But just like with your emailing systems, there can be interference in this nervous system. And in chiropractic, we call that interference a subluxation. And what a subluxation is a minor misalignment in one of these bones that causes irritation to the nerve. When the nerves are irritated, they're unable to relay 100% of the messages from the brain to the tissue cells. If I'm a tissue cell and I'm not getting 100% of the brain's messages, I can't function at 100%. Eventually, the cells are going to function at less and less and less than 100% until finally they break down and you are now more prone to developing diseases and disorders or becoming what you may have previously known as sick. But luckily, there are chiropractors. And what a chiropractor's job is to do is to specifically examine the spine and find and correct these subluxations. And we go about that by three main pillars. One is the philosophy of chiropractic. And the philosophy states that your body is a self-functioning, self-regulating organism. As you sit there right now, your heart is pumping and delivering oxygen to every cell in your body. Your lungs are breathing in fresh air. Your stomach is taking the sandwich that you had for lunch today and breaking it down into smaller pieces to build new, healthy tissue cells. Yet you don't have to spend a single second thinking about that because your body's so smart it just does it. The same intelligence your body has to function and regulate itself also has the intelligence to heal itself, provided that the injury or stressor are within the body's limits. Chiropractic is also a science, and the science is the chiropractor's ability to carefully examine your spine and find the specific exact area of nerve interference. This is something that you can't get from any other healthcare professional out there. And then chiropractic is also an art, and the art is correcting the subluxation by gently adjusting it back into its proper position, which removes irritation to the nerve, thus restoring 100% function to your body. So if you're sitting there now and you're still wondering, well, is chiropractic care really for me? Take a moment and think about all the amazing people and experiences you've got to have in your life thus far. Because regardless of your chosen field of endeavor, each of you was put on this earth to fulfill a particular purpose, to sing a particular song. And I don't want to see anyone settle for anything less than to leave this earth without blasting every single musical note from inside of you. Chiropractic care changed my life, and now I'm going to challenge you to go under chiropractic care and take action to change yours.